Welcome everyone to the personnel version of cost benefit analysis in More with Less. That didn't sound like it made any sense. But anyway, this is my Fleet Farm mug that I'm having my delicious Bent and Dent coffee in. And if it was up to me, my whole cabinet would be filled with Fleet Farm mugs. But my wife says, no, I can only have one. So this morning, I want to talk about the benefit of having somebody be my cameraman. Let's show you. This is Josiah. I've instructed him to make sure that he gets himself into that video, whether he likes it or not. But I want to talk a little bit about why I have somebody along with me on this journey of launching this channel. I mean, a lot of people would say, you talk about buying cereal at $1.25 a box, but you hired somebody to be your videographer. Well, to give you a little background, for the last 3 years, I've wanted to start this channel, but I have a full-time film gig job. I provide on-screen advertising that runs before the movies for 7 theaters. And I love doing what I do, but it keeps me very busy. And so consequently, it's been really hard to start a channel. Now, I can film, and you'll see some of my videos, I do film myself, but setting up gear, tearing down gear, doing all the setups without having someone with you is a really, really hard job, long job, and it is a lonely job. I am a very social creature, and I'll be honest with you, I started filming this morning at 7 o'clock a.m. and it's raining outside. So that's why I'm sitting inside drinking my coffee, and I've got Josiah here. Sitting inside because it's a rainy day. Now, if I was filming just myself and I was doing everything myself, I would not have filmed this morning. It's hard to get started when the conditions are against you. But when you've got another person working with you and you know you've got a responsibility to them, they've got a responsibility to you, and boom, I'm here making a really cool film about why I hired somebody. So there's several reasons I want to talk about in the whole why, in More with Less, it's not all about money. A lot has to do with investment. Josiah has worked for me for years. He's when he was 15, he put on my patio. I think he was 15. He actually laid my patio in the back. Did an awesome job. He's done work for me all through when he's been a teenager, and I've known him. And he and I fished together. He's hoping to start a channel for hunting and fishing. And I knew that in college he's studying to be in business administration. He has a desire to be an entrepreneur. So I was talking with him on a fishing trip last fall. I said, hey man, would you want to film for me next summer? And he said, yeah, I would, because that's another part of what I want to do. It may cost me money, but I'm investing in the eternal. See, one of the things I think people misunderstand about having more with less is that it's all about saving money. And I do want to save money. I don't want, if I die, I don't want my wife to be without. I want to have enough money away so that dividends and interest can pay all of her bills, that she can live well for the rest of her life. If the two of us live a long life, hopefully I can drag my gear around and do my filming until I fall down on the ground and die with a camera in my hands. Man, that's like dying happy. So it's not that I make really good money, but I've wanted to launch this channel because I'm the kind of person who likes to share a good experience. When I find a great restaurant, I share it. When I find a great deal, I want to share it. When I learn how to do something, it makes life cheaper and more efficient and more beneficial, I want to share it. There's so many things in life I want to share, but to launch is hard to do if you're a one-man band and you've got a full-time job. And so consequently, I thought, I'm going to do the wise thing. I want to invest in another human being. So I knew he was interested. I said, let's do this for a summer. And so what I'm doing now is I know that not only is Josiah helping me by making sure that I keep pushing forward to make these videos, but I'm helping him because no matter what field he ends up going into, whether it's videography, production, or if it's real estate or any other business, my goal is that he would be better for having been with me over the summer. Which means that if he learns how to shoot photos better, videography better, edit better, then he is going to have that little bit of an edge in what he does in life, no matter what kind of business it is. So I'm investing in eternity because Josiah is an eternal soul, and there's nothing I can invest in more valuable than another eternal soul. And his benefit to me is not just in me being encouraged to get up and get with it and make these videos. He's doing some of the grunt work, which is editing. He's learning to edit, but he's also a good editor. And it takes time to lay down videos and make them with a high production value. And I don't always, some of my videos you'll see, I've got my selfie stick and I've got my GoPro on them, and I'm making a video. And they're fun, they're going to be great, and I probably could make those at a pretty high production value. But the reality is, I want a really good production value. I want these to be interesting. So that's why I ultimately ended up hiring Josiah for the summer to help me launch. In business, you have to take a risk. And sometimes you have to risk capital in order to get established and get started. I always tell people when they're starting a business, it's a lot harder to get the balloon in the air than it is to keep it floating. My goal this summer is for Josiah and me to make 40 or 50 videos so that I can drop them and not have to worry about trying to keep up by myself. So that's why I actually have a videographer, and it's a good investment. Human beings are the best investment you'll ever make. So take what you know that's good, share it with somebody else. Thanks for joining me with More with Less.